of course, you know, you can get feelings.
So maybe.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Your name, I said subjective content. Well, if I get that opportunity from the president, right? Or
Change anything.
okay, change anything, like the thing the way they go up more, especially the fear part, because the amount of people from Kaya, like it's very costly, so I will change it.
Well, me and I was cooker, and I don't have to change anything this country. The one thing we will change that for me, citizens be brave and if we like ask more questions on the things that we are on the country, and that's me go for change.
Okay.
Where we want to be so many Nigerian resources is here. So, like one thing for the mind like for change as a whole, like electricity supply. The electricity supply must lay down due to the outrage of light energy. The car workshop like 120% megawatts and knowledge like above 300. So like I need to go more on that area.
So you go put it on my account.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. If I get power from the company that I'm responsible, tribalism and the most important thing will change and political view.
Mama, if I can get the power for change around the drugs business. Because it's like when you see young guys, young lady there, you see the grass stay throughout this drugs. So if I can get the power, I can help for change that.
Good afternoon, my name is Amina. So like if I get the power for change, anything I can ask from
Okay.
if I get the power for change, anything I can I shall wait for it to come.
Okay. So I'm not a good for poor young girls in communal states and you know, yes. Okay, yeah. Oh me. Million a blessing and if I beget the power for change anything that I will now for make all my needs as I will believe say all waiting you don't say one change possible and they start with you. Yes. Yes, ma'am.
My name is Safia. If I get power in a salon, I allow freedom of speech because if I do wrong things about the talk and maybe I will learn from that mistake I correct waiting all right. So the most important thing, first thing I give somebody freedom of speech because somebody talk, I will understand. If I want change, I will change. So that the one thing that I will give me citizen there.
Good afternoon, respectmate. So I have the power to change what is affecting us right now to be like the education system because it's going to be like good for private schools and also for government schools. First have the value of education, free quality education. Though they say we have free quality education, but like mostly as people say, it's only run for the government schools or not really for the private schools. So that would be the best important thing for us as a student.
And we get one more person a year. If you beget the power, what you go change?
Actually, we will change the same. Well, two people that don't already give me answer.
I will change. I will make we encourage people for ask questions and snap and people talk. Yeah, talk within the money then talk their ideas. But more importantly, ask questions. Yes, so that can encourage the one for the people and get on the NASA. And that they tie with the education system as well, because if you know the way how we they teach people and we they teach people and critical thinking, then go they ask question, then go they able to solve problem. We go they we not go just be dependent on within other person say.
Okay. You get two people that may join me. And I can tell me their name. Don't if we get the power, waiting as one single one change in our salon. Yes.
If I get the power, what I want to do is education. Because I know the teacher that all the need to feel better. And you go to school, they're not teaching you. Where they say assignment, where's the assignment? If you put money in the bank, and some of me, not so broke money, parents will give you. And they say that advantage from so much in school. They need to feel better, they need to give you good education. Pass me to also your teacher. They go to school, they go to school. Sometimes they go to school, I'm not going to school anymore. I'm not going to school, I'm not going to school anymore. We're not teaching you so much. We're not giving you the education we need. And that's it.
What will you name?
Adama.
Okay, Adama, thank you. We get one of the value member there. We just joined me. You can tell your name. So because if you get the power, what's the one thing you want to change? That's how you do. Or you want to wait? Let you can. You book? Okay. okay. Because if they want to change you book. If you get the power, I want to change you book. So we all don't talk. If we get the power, waiting will change. We all don't share that. And I ask this question because the change we want to see and the different area that we'll talk about. Now from conversation like this, where we they take up responsibility as both citizens them, now daily change they begin. The change can start from you host, it can start from the school, it can start from one great thing where you go talk. Now your community, it can start from if you stand up for talk for your company and class, it can start from inside the barrier. And today we then have for talk about one thing where we done the say it don't the money we it don't the money win as a way. So man talk say if you get the power, I want change freedom of speech for the people then they get the mind for talk. Because we're putting in the way we feel we money we can want talk, but then we feel say we know for talk. Society no go in or space no dey. Now make every now and then citizens barrier we don't dey create this space because we know say community people they get in them where they want for talk. But society no want hear you there. But inside the barrier, all man they talk. We know they left nobody behind. We know they pick who that for talk. We know they show you waiting for talk. We know they pick waiting you for talk. We want to make you be bold and expressive as a citizen because now you're right. And so today, as most of we know, we don't care. We want to talk about the electricity business. Person talk now and say if you get the power and that's how we for change, we will come out from black out. And I believe say this is now one step towards come out from black out. We don't say of recent we don't face this electricity crisis. Who that they get light. Who that know they get light, who that in business they well, who that know they get in for it because you don't sell it for that day, who that they go school, we're not able for studying and net because lights no day. You don't go to school from morning to evening till you rest, you watch by the time the old book for study, place done dark, lights no day. So unless after 15 there so now the problems that we face as citizens, I believe say more case for come out inside the barrier as we move. But before we start or before we continue, we get one person where they can take with we call legal or civic education. For that we know say for that we enjoy electricity.
more with me on that side.
Okay. So, on a good evening, electricity, waiting away, right, and Macedonians, and where we get for when it can, we can't buy electricity business, so waiting away, right, so it. So, as we all know, when they talk this on somebody say like we get for like they talk we self mind. So we get right say we all get as citizens then now this country also. One of the rights and now okay go vote as well. So now when you can't buy electricity or like the other rights and the like you get right for you get right to life, that's right for living in this country. You also get right for freedom of expression, right for freedom of assembly. Electricity now not free but then kind rights in the electricity, rights in kind of slightly different from the one because we constitution and not put out specifically like we put like the one and they say when I get right to life or when I get right to privacy, when I get freedom of movement, electricity not like the one day. But what we get now that electricity for me we also enjoy some of the other rights there. So then right there so we need electricity. So for example, they will tell you say get right to life, but then if you're not supposed to be sick now, you go to hospital and then you need treatment. If electricity, let's say a surgery for the operation, if you do, if proper electricity, the problem go there for that right to life day. But then also for going to school, if you're not supposed to be going to school, you right to education, you also go for the study. But if electricity problem then it will be problem for make way for get away right to education day. But we also get other rights and like other rights and right for work. Now we know so now people they work like now remote now the computer that they use. But also we can office themselves need side electricity for make them work. So although electricity, they like the other rights and they will like they put and they say you get rights, say this is right to electricity to get like the other day. The other rights and they will not for like enjoy for not get electricity. So now so electricity right, but also although another specific as a rights, we also get responsibility with the institution the way the public office the way they run at this country. So one of the public institution and at the Ministry of Energy and also gets the EDSA with it. So EDSA is a public office. So according to the law at this country, although some of the responsibilities the way some of the institutions there, so like they not be the rights like the right to life, the one in it, but they get obligation for make sure say what they do the operation, what they do the activity, they make sure say we get anything in it. So for example, EDSA for example will get so EDSA for make sure say they do everything within the power for make we all get electricity. You know, for say, well, they don't put and say you forget electricity by force. So, but like EDSA for do all what you get, all in power for make sure say we the citizens in this country we get electricity. So EDSA get a responsibility and the way they put away. So now that then we right to electricity we get in this country in Asalo.
Okay. So like Edward don't talk we right to electricity no clearly stated. But other fundamental rights we get because of this electricity crisis 2020. I want to make we all know say before this time we be done keep one seat inside the barrier for person who will come on Ministry of Energy or EDSA. We tell them say the citizens they want can talk, they want ask questions. This blackout business, this crisis, they money. Since we are in a public office, we account for survey, we join with at this talk here. But unfortunately, they're not honoring invitation, and we not get no representative from EDSA or the Ministry of Energy, which they send out a signal, say citizens they want talk, but the one they serve with, they no one listen to me, they no one hear you. And this what take we mind to something say. Now these are the kind of people that will want wait for follow take action in our community then. And these are the kind of people that will want wait for follow we talk. Because if we not continue, if we say because they know they listen, we know they talk, then we all go just go mute. But inside the barrier like this, EDSA person, no EDSA person, we they continue and we they move ahead.
But whatever question we get forget, we go reserve and make sure say even if they no come, we talk and we voice go meet them beside them there. So as a barrier, we dey go round again because that's what we can do. One way or the other, we know say we get business woman in Naya. We know say we get medical people in Naya. We know say we get community leaders in Naya. We know say we get school picking in Naya. This black cow business, it don't money. It don't money boku. Most of you don't understand how it don't money company, but you know how it don't money. Now then they say the pass now, see it again because I'm working by drink. So they say, well, you know, he sell drink fast again because we don't go one by one drink. Then that person there now, that's something there you like making daily bread for go feed the house. But you take and say a joke. You take and say a talk when you for talk to make you money. And this now rights for enjoy electricity now in country as a citizen. And so you're going to for live and survive. And that make you get space and place. So anybody can pick up the mic or the floor and share with me from your experience as school picking, as businesswoman, as medical person, how this electricity crisis don't money.
What happened? Now 2 lights are the survival. Because the business one is new, now with lights. Like let me say, then there's a big yogurt. And right now, say what the light is how we get bad lights, so try to get, we know the people. And at 2 lights are able to survive, at 2 lights are able to take off with the kitten, and 2 lights are able to take off with home. So if you lights not there, I'm not able. Or take it off with the kid, take it off with home, or take it off with myself. All the market where they requirement, I don't also because of light. Lights not there. They suffer for light.
Just like Alex said, you know, like same type of someone that need to bad lights that will be like a car the freezer or more. Then ice business I do, I sell drinks, water, juice. When lights need it, that's the great thing I explore. And the market is well because juice we don't mixer 1-2 days before. So when they will get set, they may not realize it's students back, so that from there they will get savings for paying college fee, take care of people, care for parents, all their family.
Yeah, that's right. Like, it affects people greatly. It affects we all greatly. Because this life, when somebody don't manage, they don't get food, they don't prepare, and then you say this, I reserve for 1 week. I believe the way lights there, it able to serve for that 1 week. But when lights not there, it able to serve before they put. Maybe the person in last money, it don't target for this week. Say when something next week back gets, I will do the same thing. Lights not candy, food they boil. Drinks not a cold. People may buy cold drinks. Because as soon as I say this this one, when every time when I had it, you need cold tea, but just like when that man mentioned at the hospital. You know, hospital, it talks say a right for become a citizen, but it's a company. You right, they pay for her because you pay more money to go take national ID card. So it's like not the rights that because you don't get freedom, forget that one. They pay for her, you suffer back, forget her. You know, hospital, they do operation. Somebody need lights for safety light. As you say, now you rights for live. The same thing goes if the lights not there, you will live. So it's like you know you will exercise that right thing. So exert it for too much. So let the any developing country never gets lights. So let me stay in the beginning because we don't get lights. So we no expect say we'll get to move further. So now that's not what we get to say.
Also as a student also, imagine you being especially for us that were students right now trying to pursue our education. So most of the things right now is online studies, online learning, send things on their phone that go and chat for you, go and do this, go and do WeChat and all of that. But how could we do that when we have like especially charging the power bank, no like phones, no like, and also there are some education learning things in online things. Like you go down to the Google, shut things up, and also some education kit that can help students pursue their education. But like without light, it's really, really difficult for us as a students also. And also, I believe if there is a better, consistent electricity, it will really help us as a citizen and also the students in our daily life.
The issue about light, I imagine, because I think they talk because women are big tongue. So that as light is our right to life, our right to education, that will come into play. Which of course, this country is very small, but I think everybody for access to light. It's really embarrassing, frustrating for a small country like this. Even the one that we did a big town. No, a big town, but they grumble. What of the one that we don't do? So it's really too much. It's too much. The issue of light, of course, like somebody is saying. So man, they the antidote. Now when you sell, now they will get it for it. That after you manage that, you put in a freezer. If you get freezer, you go pour it. So you have to start everything back afresh, and you don't get no source of income. You pass it user same ice block. Now same yogurt, whatever the case may be. So it's really, really embarrassing, frustrating for small country like this. It's country very, very small. You know, later we will talk about the health side, but averagely, you for even get COVID. In fact, I just talked to somebody just before I can. We was like 2 days ago. When I was just because the same phone on charge. I don't even imagine how possible your phone they charge. No, you only big light on your phone charge phone. But you don't get it. So I will charge it. So it's as embarrassing as that for the nation.
But they say without the way that when you buy top up, you get light. But if they still buy top up, they get light. Then they say when you don't buy top up, now you need to go. But that's not true. Light you can say, oh, by we need to get here.
No, I want to say that now serious. That maybe like what my brother Edward said, maybe it's not spelled out in the law. But just like I get mobile phone, I buy top up, credit, I want to make call.
Yeah.
But you buy top up for your meter, which of course you don't really give money to them. They never give the service. So I think there are some legal aspects. But as I say, this is a country where the law, we don't interpret it. We interpret by everything we convenient with. But true set of me, there is no way that one way you buy meter top up credit for light. That's
Yeah, then especially also you being updating your DSTV footage also. They won't understand the time that there is no light. When the time of the month is up, they'll be like the one day a month which you can pay, you can install it and all that.
Yes, you go on the amount. Wait, go on. On the most of like make from all the way market. Before now, mechanics will get fantastic, not light. Wow. But the geography of mechanic itself is very hot. It's unbearable. Mechanic is very unbearable for the mechanic. So now this issue of the light, man, I was spend weekend. Not possible, sir. As they said, I don't know, because you can't stay in mechanic with the level of heat with the mechanic. So now they get like you go 1, 2, 3 days without light. And if you say you might fail, you just work for the normal. So me, this is until when I don't wish I will change blackout. God does help me work out.
Yeah.
God does help me work out.
Well, let's blackout here. Let's say we want about it as well. Because we community sometimes they say transformer when they pull the cable everything they put it down. Then they go now community to community for go collect money there now we have. Yeah. When they collect money there now you go see they say go buy transformer and fix that. You need to take 2 minutes and we don't fix that back. So like it is well the kind of massive.
Yeah.
That's another, they even take responsibility. I can say if they even sweat, maybe. Honestly, what happens if they do are they sue the powerhouse there for that. They're supposed to take responsibility.
Yeah.
But salary, you know they happen.
Yeah.
Now you they be.
Putting the whole room for change. Putting the whole room for change. But you see that kind of conversation with them go on. Somebody explain like the one and say the must laugh us. Because it's serious. It's serious. You know, you are students when they go to school, you know, you go just make one money, you know, they tell you say, class beyond, you say, ow, me phone be off, and not be no. And you go back to school, tell people there's okay, phone, they say, not to excuse and they show. Who that we go complain to now? So the question, who that we go ask? You see why important for you know, the people that way when they put for them serve we, they not only don't fail in serving us, they not they show up when we call them. Because we don't talk about transformers, we don't talk about paying bills, we don't talk about how bad like the bonus there. We get beaucoup technical question the way for them for we get posting that for answer, you know, it can we ask you that question we ask because citizens they never go question, but they never show up. And it's not like now we there for sir. Now we are the citizens of the country. Me as a student, new experience, you will get exam. I just done me first semester exam. They study all night. Imagine a person they wake from almost o'clock till the morning, the body that can for study. You know, for the same education when they say that you go back to you strain back for access to education, but then they too little things there. So if you not make sure say whose chance you get for studying in the afternoon, we get for go to school, you get for go class, you get for go, you know, but by the time they can I will send them go. You don't freshen up if you don't for study. Lights not there. You don't use the phone lights what is for study, you not charge. So what you know other things that also they affect you. They affect you so seriously, and I feel like their questions there so when we get for ask. And when we get for derive from this buying, we get for very send and back to so we want answer. We no answer with that. Waiting, who's mark we don't miss? Who say we don't miss the mark as citizen there, or who say we don't miss the mark? Because a lot of things they go away by this light business. Because we get person from the health sector. And then they go one share with me, I believe, say this black our business. how it dey at the health side. The clinic, the hospital, the pharmacy there, how this black out business.
And also the thing that made me to like think widely here, because like we that is like with the citizens, we all are citizens, like things are affecting us, especially the electricity. What about those that are working at the electricity power? How about them? And they're suffering the same problem. And the thing like the electricity thing is really affecting them, because if it's affecting them, they should come out and speak to us, tell us like this is what that is happening. Like we don't know what is going to like for we, because like it's making people to think that most of them have lights at their homes, maybe they're having free powers and all, and they are making us the citizens to like go through some things and all.
Oh, that they
They plant machines, so they're okay. Government funds the fund the machine.
So in particular, because the man with the blue and exam, at the midnight and here. So to me, the person is like
I don't know, I don't see.
are lucky.
I don't say no power. Nobody take lights to me. If they give lights every day, every day, they have to be let you go. But now don't be in general. Light just they go no more. That's why they give you lights. Every student. I don't for book, I don't for iron uniform. No expect no common school after no
I can book at the same time I can look for iron back. So pass at the metro later, I can book then the sun kid for me, I don't for iron. By the time I decided for and I don't go. So pass away me for home at school. Then they asked me about they could speak Panama.
And then the light business they make some people that go insane because like when they expect how maybe today they take light today when I want to give them the say okay they can't go back to now so it's like they can't be crazy. Then after to give them like this you know see like fighting in us like they like really then like the government really need for like speech for get conversation between everybody and talk about how these things are affecting waiting at the solution that they were bringing out for where the thing can help with the citizen because they suffer when they suffer.
They say people are damn done there. So past the season, yeah. I tell you, they add more cold family. So this guy told them.
So I want to say thanks to we all for this opportunity to carry the barrier. I don't everybody barrier. This is my first time to carry barrier. Also where I see a little AYV. So I was asking, this barrier they will not go barrier. Not only that the barrier is very close to the community, you know. But understand now the most serious lesson asks a very serious question on health. How light affect the health? Of course, me if any we need to get light in hospital.
Yes.
All of the right to life, right to education, what you hear about you? You know, but unfortunately, so there's some people who have been discussing by percentage. If they 2%, you don't have 5%. But the bottom line is light like fundamental right. And they you people get hospital safe. That is concern. Of course, I want to know for government facilities and still it's about 1,200. What are government hospital now, PHU, whatever I know. Plus the private, but one of the most I don't care about private facilities because they can make effort. Because being that are private, then you get your own personal reason for more. But the emphasis where most of the poor people in can go, the government facilities. I will tell you, say, this whole country, less than 30% get access to electricity. But you say, okay, maybe you want to call big name then, say Connaught, Cottage, maybe say I was having a future. Even at that level, you have now better that them facilities were mentioned in the major regional hospital and get solar system. But you observe back, say, even when you get solar, even when you get EXA, you don't call it EXA back. Like you go at like nobody. And what people don't know, and this what people don't know, is see medicine also like maybe even respiratory same and fine in the brain. And what more medicine and chemical? As simple as glove, if not the one that cold in the brain. So just like the glove one, you know what it's out. Outside you put it. Glove not get the right temperature in the brain, in the muscle, in the brain. And what's more unfortunate for me in this country, they got help you. Because apart from the late time we take dates to kind of hospital, you make all the effort. You can only do all things in time. Then maybe even that vaccine ever get possible. Maybe a woman, and then they forget oxytocin. The oxytocin is very good. The freezer not there, you know. And then next thing what people know, what most people know actually, but we just try not because it's one person die, and God not kill. Medical person not kill, and God not kill. That's kind. But most of the times, most of the things that happen at the hospital, they will all lay. Now, or maybe the environment. Because I just need to say oxytocin, you get a temperature from saver. Less than that temperature, you give the woman for them relax. You know they relax. And it's what take happen. Hey, this might get the lady boy, you get the right medicine. Then you get the right medicine, but the medicine is the correct one. And I'll tell you, like my brother mentioned, get some surgical procedures. You can't do without light. But hospital you can't do without light. Every aspect of I need light. And some woman in the net, you will get for this delivery. Yes. Like sorry. We will need. So the issues of if government, if people don't get sense in this world, if these are the country, like what is also this for people going to talk about politics. It's not politics. This is not about life. People about politics, I don't talk about it, but you have to do it. You have to do it. The poor people. You have to do it. You. I can tell people say, so then if you say, what do you talk so, for you, so what of you became, or your mama, your sister, in a village, because of light, he died. I'll tell you, the worst of places for them. Back up with your attitude, because I don't know about your attitude related to light issues. But I'll tell you, more than 80% of government facilities don't get access to light. Then the statistics is very clear. And talking a few days ago, the minister again, I said, clear. I'll tell you, only 42 out of that 1,200 mentioned. So we will say, okay, we have semblance of maybe 24 hours light, or maybe maybe light will do that 42 out of that 1,000 mentioned. So just imagine, and out of that one mentioned, so 80%, no, there's no connection to extra. So the balance I mentioned today, one government or one NGO will put 2-3 solar panels, and that 2 solar panels I put today, the community people don't take the battery, so the panel lay the battery. So the issues, but the health sector, I'm telling you, if this country, the health for better, everything hinge around light. I'll tell you, even the medicine, go to a place like Freetown. One of them suburb village. There's a place in medicine, they get medicine in there. But that medicine is cheaper. So there is still a hot pass marketing, I mentioned marketing. And so at the end of the day, that was called malaria. Your test time, in fact, sometimes the malaria kits also use for severe expert. When I was expert, I was like, that's why we then test okay yourself. Then test everything with man make in a lab, again temperature. So maybe you can't test for malaria. So that when you get malaria, but because of the test keeper, it don't go bad. You get what malaria medicine. And the medicine back when you back home, you don't keep a fire side. Not that heat. So that's no problem. So they say, hey, malaria medicine, I don't think I know well. Not the malaria is the problem. You don't see if I'm fine. So they never get malaria in the first place. You know? So the issues, of course, like their government hospital, and the provinces, them village here, they don't use microscope, they don't get equipment there. But not even kind of them big toy around this one, this big toy is yeah, baby. Because the baby cannot government facility, big places. It was surprising. I don't know if people me, I want really me want maybe I be forget for that talk. Me want to balance change before. They want to get a power, maybe the president, they dictate this country. They don't care when I change them. Let them have cannot. No, I say why I say this? Why I say this? Because if you can't say it, of course, me and this I'm very proud of you, but I appreciate to Harry. Let the minister run at Corners. Let the run at Corners hospital, let light go. Let see I have for other people. Because why I say this? When you work the kind situation, not take us what they do for you. One was it is stressing us to work now first. Because you want to do your best, but the facilities are not there. And this was your father too much. We are too much. You know, say you are, you know. But the major thing, if any side like this world here, like this country, na hospital. I'm telling you, if the government say you have amount of money government spend for buy medicine, fine. You go buy medicine for everybody, you're fine. Who say you can save that medicine in the hospital? Now it's like cupboard, we don't get air condition. Oh! And what the way you do medicine, you tell you say, what I want to take now, instead of maybe that paracetamol you want to person. What about paracetamol again? That medicine, because of ice don't turn to placebo. In fact, it don't turn to negative now. Pandemic cancer will come in this country. Because the actual intention of what to the person. Now the medicine was not safe, it's not properly kept, it don't go bad. And it's spread out even to the communities. You come to the pharmacies in the streets. Like no even day. And that person don't spend money for opening pharmacy. They have go per extra. Extra not get. They have open generator, free and it will never so. So the issue, the health facilities, especially the government, the private hospital, I don't think that's too much issue with them because must they make effort. Must they make effort. Say we light go, they will put lights. But government facility, they don't supply fuel itself. If they supply fuel, the fuel not reach their feet, then but as well, people get for it back. So all they make you say, this will not left us no more. But until no night, no much night time, so you don't put light camp. So the issue, the problem is not me. The problem me. I want to see one the way they will see the Minister of Health admit na corner. People will get confidence. Oh yeah, that's better than it. They see the president, the president, the wife, they go on and cottage. People will expect the health system. But by all that you do so, we'll just look at the left for that for yourself. Yeah. Me, I got about 1,000 people talk. light. But the major thing, if people don't take practical, somebody listens, they will say, oh yes, channel light not be there, what's about light not be there, or light day. No, light for day. Master hospital, not by percentage. Well, channel is 5 hours and 2 hours. Hospital, forget light throughout. So what I take for that light day, whether they'll reduce the number of ministers or the number of people in the Apple country, more light for the hospital. No, that was just.
Yeah, because I know that's the way you want, like Malabi or whatever, when the minister wants to the hospital, you know what they tell you? They want anyone where they say go and visit the hospital, can't see yapa, can't see clean, can't see packaging, see everything. Then in the end, you can't say when I say, so person they can't be so tell. Like this we want. I didn't tell you out of experience, because they just the son they say, minister can't play no one with you. See yapa, they can't tell we first, they don't can now this one as well one, they like the constant packaging. Why it go? Like they have one. Even between the cost in the chain and everything come on the ceiling. They can don't the matter of even the soul and the cottage, not to all body affected. You can feel what's the way affected. So not
Especially the people want them more than the way to serve them. The collect, if you want to say, come here, I get money, I will give connection, or if I get connection, outside the room, I get security.
yeah.
But then the people want them to private.
Can we go back to then the select that they say deserve
So you go and
so then the selecting you deserve you for like yes. So now you forget right to life when you're not based on selection. Now you guys are citizen. And with two by members of the journey. One to know tell we own a name. And we all answer one question post that right. If you beget the power na salon, waiting and now one thing we go change for me. Now this country.
Good evening, everybody. Your name is Julius. I'm the Deputy Public Relations Officer for the Children's Movement. Well, if I'm getting one power, if I'm in some places again, something opportunity for me. I go give privilege and rights and also policies them for gap in them. Where gap in them get rights to education, they will get stigmatization or discrimination or wherever they go to be there. Knowledge may know about waiting them back home for benefit of society and waiting them back to their own place for place in society.
Good day, the name of CC, citizen. So if now one thing we have one change in this country, now with judiciary, we live in a country where people can no longer express themselves without they need to get issues with order from above. I think that's very wrong. We live in a country where people cannot really express themselves, or even when issue or problem happen to a person, the judicial system in the country, they make it so cumbersome that you will a layman need able seek the right form of justice. And they tell them Allah, you don't take months, Allah, that, and there's not resolved. So if there's one part of a country where I think so we need to fix, and the judiciary, ensure it is independent, ensure they are empowered, and ensure we are citizens, they also will follow the law. That time, the way anybody commits crime, the law will better answer to her. And I think that's one way how the country will go before.
So we don't get two people that way don't add waiting in one fix. They get the power. Right now, we never talk how we will fix this light business. Because it's like one of the things that we need for fix right now inside some. So we share how the lights, the blackouts will affect you and your community. And yeah, that side on a meeting. So Alfred, you can share with me your experience. May, you can share with me your experience.
Okay, so when it comes to to light business in this country, I almost don't give up now. Because there is nothing really for sale anymore. One thing I don't realize, or like, it's an epiphany I got like a few months ago, is that we politicians, they don't care being. Because can you imagine, Iran, they go through war right now. Beside all the bomb, they see bomb, they light. So, for a country where they get that amount of civil unrest every few 10, 20 years, they get problems, America, you know, or there's always conflict happening. The basic amenities they provided for. You look at how China was 20, 30 years ago. If it was pass alone, I can always say, yes, we've suffered as a country, but as compared to how all our countries don't suffer. Imagine China began the opioid crisis, destroyed millions of lives, but people then became addicted to it. Japan had their own issues, you know, Iran, all the other countries, they get problem there, but they ensure them basic amenities, they're catered for electricity, food, you know, their basic thing, the way we say, of course, in Krio, nobody stress water. We live in a century now where we get different means for getting electricity. So I don't know to a landlocked country, what are they all around we? Why we not go tap into that day? We get winds, why not get windmill? We can get solar energy, renewable energy then place the women on the other side of the waste. If now other part they see how much they will use with natural resources, therefore we get. So electricity, wait me remember for do now, and forget that the really because I gave me one power bank right now. It's funny, but you know, I gave me a small power bank, so it's how they fair now. I don't they talk to you. So go fair money, we will come out of the grid entirely. Because our business, if you say no more than the government will be waiting for solve the problem, they will not ever go any side. These people don't really care, and that's how I realize now how for take advantage of the company there, or for other things, Tonangi, and that's not a concern. You know, where this say, hey, that they will do me, so that they can do it on times too. The country doesn't go by that. I believe if we ministers there, if during the cabinet meetings, let's say that they meet once a month, they say, okay, minister of so, you handle this, you handle this, you handle this. Trust me, you they see progress, but they genuinely don't care. And that they really don't come for your life. So like this country, you know what, just spend we always help yourself. We say we will help we party there, we community members there, we help them. But if we say no more about our government to the rates for our government don't buy milk in the car.
The government's presidency will be able to do everything at a time. They make it appoint ministers, they appoint councillor, they appoint chief minister, then they back for what they work and help the president. Because not so one man they will do something. We all work together, even with one of them in the high position also, and with us the citizens that will help with or push things and go before our time. And everybody just relax. Some man they do things about their selfishness and all everything, and that they really push the citizens and they go there.
Light business, they affect we all. And for we force we area that by the time they give something as if we want to be not to give here. And if they give you a person for just 3 hours then. And then most of the time but people and they go and connect cable then they go and bunch like they see one green line. They pass 10 hours they get one green line then wait then the cable begins spark and they say I'm which man lost but it's not which man lost nobody I cable so nobody ever took us now because of the smell connection. They say that because of which man and also by the cable. And then the cable they pass spark and then every light. And but we also get we are going with it is the people back there as first. Like we saw the area. The transformer now area, they go like the long like this they go chuka. They don't know that's about the light business so now you will see what they shoot it don't really like more than people on like for that transformer. There's still a consumer for the Jubilee transformer. And it's like, I'm like, this month, I don't know how to come down, sell away the welcome to. And obviously, if you connect the green and the red, then they go make lights kind of this area. So then something like, let's be cow. Like, when somebody for them, how to black blackout everywhere. First of all, every man of them, then MP man where they come also in the same way they kind of apply business. Like also when they say company, you don't have to because of the company guesswork. But people where they outside, where they outside places, where they go to play this at them, even if they say they cheap, like just give them almost more money for driving business. You are okay, you are good to go. Because the consumer for the cheap guys from one on they say make it they minimize that. Maybe they put big electricity in their own. So as we go and answer no more, and power back no more before survive. But right now people they say power back na achievements.
Power banks are the same because like the thing that just they go expensive. It's when they have power banks, then they get the phone. And when it go expensive, and when I saw something they go for them.
We got solar power bank there. We got solar power bank there. We are in on a sunny discharge. Then
But some bank are not better because they are all money. Very for cheap power bank. Let me charge us for the power bank.
I think the other two only for talk about now the money we use for buy top up to the ratio me before like 2 years ago when people have the thief light I mean the vex I said well no this not great. The tell me begin buy top up like when go send me go buy you go buy 100,000 and you 18 euros top up. I said and you measure it imagine that they are over. So they don't take 80 something percent. They left you with just 18%. But wait, you know, so me, I don't blame people there. Thief light if you can, because we can't see people there wicked. And for thief light so easy, where I don't do one outside person they do affront me. In less than 5 minutes, cut cable so so the problem they wake up by electricity. I feel say they don't ask for handle. First of all, we find a renewable or sustainable form of electricity. You know, make for money because I don't want to do. Make, let's say we get a dam. We get a dam, or maybe even solar panel can say it's expensive, but get a dam. Get one at Freetown, where maybe we cover 2-3 districts. They get one central one we cover like 3 districts. Get around the country, and then when I put a fixed price on Adekola, you know, say we spend 10,000, that's also amount of units you get because can have so we they tell those small they go buy it up na ENSA office. We go to I think 20,000 get your unit, so they'll get a fixed unit. Say for every 100 million they spend, that's also kilowatt hour you get. Make it be fixed. This way, this way go by way months done, then you 20 something units. It don't make sense. Let us have a fixed system. 1 million equals to so kilowatt hour. 100 million equals to so kilowatt hour. Then we change the meter. Make it become less accessible for the person can chief light. If you say that any now, we don't put that this can we save. When you want to set a law, you ensure say you cover all the loopholes there so that you don't go feel like saying an advantage you want to take from people there. Because right now you can't say anybody who catch the thief light will put so fine. It is unfair because the price for electricity exorbitant, the light will they pay for we need a getter. So why people are not go thief light? So if you want a 3-step plan, fix the electricity, get a fixed cost. Then ensure say the meter then make it difficult for the person to flight. So that's any now, you know, say all that step there, the person are not to advantage again. If you can't flight, if you say no, this you don't go above corner. I think so now that they will solve the problem. But I don't know, this is until 5 years old became they will think more. I'm not saying politicians they don't care. 5 years old became they put a seed on say okay, if you want to do something waiting for, let's say cow sweet. They say, hey, well, na so. But they don't care. If they did, we'll solve for electricity. I think 6 months to a year enough for solve electricity problem at this point.
Yes. We all don't share our experience there. And see how community to community, world fever can this blackout business. Because this transformer case, any side we go, all my get transformer case. And all my get I transformer case the border. That's that you say your community like chuk. We know that it's a relatively. Use some transformer there for them. We don't go side and fix it and next and follow away from more. You know they again. They don't care and go. You think they are so funny. But anyway, we put another side of the conversation. we don't do research team. One who say one get information or share with citizens there. Else are waiting to happen. We say the loophole and day. We get questions how they ask, when I answer, we see now they can find another way around things. So Edward want to share with me some key information then from the technical side where we do some research on and also be asked to use the evidence.
Okay, minutes for Metsa and it starts with exaggerate.
Yeah.
So for start, we get which we call right to access information outside this country. We citizens mean say if I want to know something we any public office or even private office themselves, if they do something they want and me right, I can use that law for ask for that information. They say so maybe do ask EDSA them, make them give me certain information. I want to know more like from them. What did they make they get this problem here? So of course they don't answer all the questions, but the one they will answer so far, they tell me one of the questions they were asking. I asked them how many transformers they will get from this entire Freetown here. So for that they tell me say that 657 transformers now this entire Freetown here will be. So then also ask them say this entire Freetown here how many households they will get, like how many hosts they we get access to electricity in this Freetown. So they actually want to know the one with a woman and the elder host them because associate with a woman in the class. But I have to see how woman and the experience electricity business. But they don't answer that one. So they just go straight to the point until we say now 381,499 people at this entire Freetown. The households we get houses and they get access to electricity. Now this entire Freetown also. Then we also asked them because of this question, the points with this Alfred just mentioned and also talk about tariff business, how they pay. I want to know which are the structures, how they charge. So of course they're not breaking down, they just give me a baba to say you go understand how you answer. So they tell me say like how do they sell units and tell me say if you are possible they do like 0 to 25 kilowatts. So what's that mean? Like per month, if you now, let's say now, single bulb number again, fully they charge. And then the number you get for the month, and say then they charge like around 2 units. Now they charge you. But then that's not for you now residents and you see the notable business. That means you don't get freezer. You don't get freezer. You don't get any appliance. So if you don't get everything same then way they do now, they say like they charge. They also say for the one that we get from 25 to 200 kilowatts per month, then they charge like 4.853 per unit. So then for that one then we like that then the one they also say you get started up then they then see the way everybody gets. But you know you get freezer, you get some other things there. So the one say they use that electric bills. So like you know I didn't get that price. But the one they will like then I the Kakatoa the way now the host the way then they use everything. So then how they say that they charge them around 5.271 and then they charge them. So but the one they in a business and then they do. They say then at 6.313. So now that they give them. But one of the things we want to understand, but then thing that also do because I really want to forget understanding of them. Now waiting like the challenge they get for make them give me like supply. So why I ask them that question? The answer now that they say one, they will get faults over lines and cables and at this free so that's all they so. So what that means is like the one they would mention are 4 they mention. They say one, now the one will come from Kingsomia, so they go Blackhall Road. Say that one they get faults. They also say they will come from Bumbuna, they go Falcon Bridge, the underground cable, instead get problem. Then they all come off Freetown to Blackhall Road, instead get problem. Then they put one where say or Potato Wellington, instead they get problem. Then they say we get also down the way like Freetown Bumbuna station to about first get a problem. But also the other problem then say we get now overload. This now for now we go reach. Around Gorge. So now this problem we mentioned this door. Like that if like I don't know, like I don't go there for confirmer, like I don't get first hand information it. But like the information one of the one of the talk to people inside there, so they know. They see that area that the western, then typical side the way like generally They say that they flight more than the inside. That's the information we get. And not get anything say like first and go see things and content. So they say one of the problems now overloaded, like that the cable, like the amount of people they pass the lights where they get. So I think say maybe now because they fly the boku but I don't confirm.
Who say so?
Well, all the intelligence I them so now they answer the give me where it's giving, but something they don't come up with also they could be talk about health. We also build the look for the internet. So you mentioned when they talk about solar business, they also we until also do the same thing. Mention around solar in our cottage. Then solar they waiting governments they don't do now Ministry of Health. They be saying since we get this life problems, but like they don't for it. So they don't pay for service for our hospital then. So they count one organization what they call C4 Sustainable Electricity for all manner, and then count a partner with them and say that we can get it. So as of now, for what they start that program there, about 40 something hospitals then that they don't get them. Now the entire country gets over 1,000 health centers then, so that they don't get them. So which means most hospitals then get problem for electricity. So then there's this not so inside for it, Agowakan hospitals then. So one of them are Joey and Chinese government hospital. I go just for see what exactly they happen because I can talk something now to say health business then and all. So I go there. One of the things we go see first and I go a work at it. Now again became like they get how they call it like gynae kind of thing. They need electricity. They get problem with them. Then I meet up say like they want to do some operation then, but like because of the light business, they need for the bullets and everything be done good. But then also if you go serve at the hospital, if you do the same thing, you want for commodity because the place is not convenient. So even for the administrator, the one that will work at the office, they go work at it, for example, or six because I want to talk to a number of them, but their computer they be off because like no they so like I asked how they do, they don't get the solar. Okay, so we say they do usually in a generator. Here's the other problem where we make the get sustained that's C for all can. C for all can notice say even though hospital they use generator, one of the problem they get. Hospital not to survey for the get they can smoke and when they come up from generator. Because you go to hospital for get well body, but then they go to generator where they put they can smoke in the back. So they get problem back for them when you get sick. So now they say that way they get sick they will get for do with heart. They don't it's bokuna this country. So now if they get a generator in the back, the only worst problem. So and then also they also have for use the generator, it's expensive for them. Because now fear they get for them. So they get a problem in the way hospital and they make. So for health business, now then kind of thing and they will like we so far. But also we don't talk to citizens in the last part. Waiting how they expense, like how we are so. So we don't talk to citizens like now at the late streets now. So we'll go talk to them like how they experience. You get that it's like like them they put and cost them. So like me, like what they sell them drinks, like like 2,000 per week, we have 2 million like the losses per week. You get like tailor them, well like me for so and it. So some man they can't take it close back. And then problem they explain, say they explain. So all for we wait till we don't forget information. The information and this will get for EDSA, about hospital, and then also from citizens there. Of course, wait till they talk here so back there, I think they also the land. One thing I don't learn so like I be thinking about not be thinking that way. But the way it come now like and this when you talk about rights just now. Now that this rights get for do with human dignity. And that human dignity, now one of the rights, enter we say like some rights in this country, like rockets and maybe, but human dignity, now right to get made. In fact, they say like in a thing, under no circumstance, no they say if you violate that rights. So but the problem now we get is lights get for connection with that human dignity because if you didn't have some post the rights now, like the way the heat they for, if you want to know the system for cool the place down, they go put fan on, and they monitor you. So now this information there so we don't get so far where we get from for land or electricity now we continue.
Okay. Thank you, Edward. Edward will share the information he gave with me. And he mentioned say impact come for land something there where he don't really ask. So you see the research back may go on offline and you go back online. But inside they provide the information there
I believe say before we left here, we must get question we go and ask answer. Or any technical person we go represent them beside them there. And we go note same question later. Because I say God usually tip like pass on my me when they got in as that either newspaper. So you go find for
well,
how they get.
Say that too. Most of us say that from like people away for the social in terms of like the area like within godly charities. This type of people and not so called EPSA and they come out.
Okay. But I said the information that we ask all the key, let them show you by how they get it. Because I don't realize say there is a thin line between the statistics and information we give. But we as citizens, we live experience. Because it's not data but we. And you can't show say how we they live, how they experience are difference can they. So I believe say there are lots of questions where we go ask, where we want to make answer or answer with. And before we left this barrier, so we also keep the go around. If then you get the mic now, that one question where you want their answer, you go ask her inside this barrier. You go make sure so the voices then go beyond this barrier. And then constant conversation and voices that we will use, then go bring out the answer when we want from the people who will serve.
So this problem where they say the choke light business, the one especially where they Eastern Park and then KC and all everything. Now the same problem back when they talk back since last year. Here before that back now the same. Everything back now the same because the same like being able to talk but now still be that like over and over. Nothing we know they change. Nothing we consistently they go on. If we reach back to 2027, now the same thing again for but maybe it go less one because right now election time they can put 2028. They go must give me life so vote back for the same people and back for council for we back the same stuff back. So like you think they look funny thing.
Wait, yeah, how people know what thief lights where the units number? Because I remember the last time we buy 150 and 18 units. 18 units. So how people know what thief light? And the other time I witnessed one side where they had some man and they can watch what are the thief lights. When they pull the meter, when they go to, they say 3 million and it depends if you sabi talk. 93 million you go. If you not sabi talk, you not sabi cajole them, you go pay more than $1 million in other. So you know, so how people they know what thief lights where you need number go. And some man they freeze that day on this day, on that day, or you need even reach a month to up London. And if you go connect back people there when I'm more than 3 waiting, they go say you know they buy exact the top up with the key. So you know, so how people they know what thief lights.
Correct. The one way you know it really you buy.
We don't hear a lot. Even story the way you don't go expect for a reason from different perspective. Now they make we one community. But one thing where we don't do inside the barrier, now that we build cities in action. We don't get previous barriers then. And we defend ways as citizens. How we want to take action from this evening when we don't cancel. Waiting we think say we for do, or waiting we want for do as citizens in relation to this crisis business. So now that side now we don't come. As citizens them inside the barrier, waiting we want for do, waiting we want for talk, whose question we want for ask. And waiting we think say now we next step when we come out inside. So we the one way they watch you on live, we left now for now, and we hope for seeing you back. Now we next by